Hey, how's it going? Once again, it's Mydasofkme Entertainment. Basically, this video, honestly, I'm just going to kind of talk, I guess, this time. I don't even really know where I'm going to go. It's kind of a bunch of random thoughts. It's kind of what I do on my Snapchat. If anybody ever goes on there, it's Mydasofkme. But it's like, it's rambling is what it is. But it's mostly, I'm thinking why, kind of why more people don't feel the need to go after what they really want to do. I know it's hard, people got families, relationships. But it's like, I feel like it's all about taking that first step. A lot of things are hard, but it's like it's about trying to figure in your time. We all got the same 24 hours in a day, right? So let's say you can sleep for 6. You can function on 6 hours of sleep. So how many more hours you got? You work for how many hours? So figure out in these times, and then okay, I got an hour every day. I watch Game of Thrones 45 minutes, or I watch the football game 2 hours. It's like you have time. It's just you have to make a sacrifice and some of the things you enjoy to do. But also at the same time with that conversation, it's like I feel like constantly, I'll sit here with the music, or every day I make sure I get off work and I try to make a beat, or I try to do certain things all the time with music to where it starts getting frustrating. It builds up almost frustration. It's not fun. It's like, oh, I have to do something. So it's also is important to take a break, maybe play some video games. I'll be on the GTA sometimes, or I'll watch my football game or something, But anyway, it's just ultimately I just feel like, you can't be afraid to take that step and go ahead and start. Like, even if you fail, so what if you fail? Like, gosh, I feel like I fail at least every month, like like on a regular basis, it seems like, but it's like that's how you learn. That's ultimately how you learn, and learn to deal and see what you're capable of. A lot of times I think a lot of conversations I have with people is that they don't realize how capable they really are. They don't realize what they can actually do, like you can do a lot more than you think. You just have to try it. You have to attempt it. It's like I said, it's all about the start. Yes, okay, the top of that mountain looks way up there, but is it that hard? Like, is it really as hard as you're making it seem? Of course there's obstacles. Of course there's going to be things, but you have to sacrifice. And I feel like plenty of this, man, everybody's probably heard, millions of times plenty of what I just said, but it all to me is like, and I just feel like as I get older, I'm starting to really understand, like, you just got to take that leap. You just got to take that jump. You got to be able to just get out of your own way is really what it is ultimately. Just look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, like, I am good enough, because it's a fact. Like, too many, gosh, I feel like I've been through a lot in the past couple of years, with a lot of the different personalities and the people I've been around. So many of the people I feel like I've been around just don't feel they're good enough. They don't feel like they're enough to accomplish their dreams. And it's like, nothing's wrong with asking for help, but you don't want to have somebody be your crutch, or you don't want to be somebody else's crutch. You can't help somebody so much to the point to where they're not learning themselves. And you as the person, you can ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help, but as well, you have to be willing to look up things on your own and do things your own. Geez, with all the internet capabilities, like you can Google or Siri anything, now and find the answer. But anyway, these are just my random thoughts. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do some more videos, not all off the top like this random. I do have speeches and things written down, to where I get a little more in depth in my thoughts. But these were just kind of some of the random emotions I have sometimes. I kind of get curious, and I just want to speak and question, I guess, why. Like, let me know why. What is the biggest thing that you feel that you have to overcome to take that first step? Is it a family member? Is it somebody close that you feel like they won't understand? Maybe I definitely remember feeling that with music, especially. Gosh, what the chances of becoming a professional musician are like 1 in 11 million or something. I think it might even be more than that, 111 million or something. The odds are nuts. They're crazy odds. But it's like, so how do you explain something like that to anybody? Like, oh yeah, I'm going to do such and such. It's hard to explain those kind of things because people look at you like you're crazy, and maybe you are. It's like, but you got to take that little bit of crazy and use it to your advantage. Honestly, you really do. But anyway, it's just like I said, I'm interested in what the obstacle is, and if you'll be able to sit there and look at yourself or look at the person or whatever these obstacles are, and be able to sit there and say, you know what, this is the obstacle that I have to get past. I need to move forward, and I got to tell this person, or I need to tell that person, or if you need to tell yourself, look in the mirror, that this is what's going to be done, you're going to do it, then like you need to figure out. To me, I feel like everybody needs to figure out the steps, and I'm not just being selective or something. Me as well, I've done it in plenty of occasions. I still do it, but for the most part, it's all about awareness. You got to be, be aware of your actions, be aware of your time, be aware of what you do. Like, don't, like, it's so easy. It's so easy to sit and go, oh, well, I deserve it. I worked all day. Just sit back and let me throw back this beer and watch this. Nah, man, you deserve it, but you deserve better than to work all day at a job for somebody else. That's what you deserve, right? You should, and I seen an awesome quote where it was saying, when you get off of work, you're not tired, you're uninspired. And that's so true. It's so true. You get off work, you work all day and made somebody else the top dollar. And of course we want our top dollar, but you got to put that work in. And you can't be afraid to fail at a business. Fail at something, learn from it, move on. Now you learned a lesson for another business, but I ultimately feel like whatever your guys' goal is, whatever it is you feel like you ultimately deep down in your heart want to do that will make you happy, I ultimately think you can do it. You just need to take that first step. Anyways, once again, this was my rambling. Midas, KME Entertainment. Keep tuning in. Leave some comments. Let me know how you feel about this situation. Anyway, peace.